Hey guys, what's going on? I'm coming at you today with another video, and this time I'm going to talk about Josh Heupel, the new head coach for the University of Tennessee. Now, before I do that, please like and subscribe to my videos. I'm just getting started and would appreciate any support you could give me. It definitely helps in me getting things rolling here, and I'd like to see where the channel could go. So, let's dive into it. So Danny White comes in, and he's got a tough job to fill. There's no question about it. Everybody knows that Tennessee has been going through a lot lately, and the NCAA has yet to reveal how they're going to punish Tennessee, if there is punishment, but I think most of us expect that there will be, but we don't know the damage that's going to roll through Knoxville at this point. So I was kind of thinking of 2021 being kind of a wash year, and I mean, clearly I think it still will be, but I was all for just letting Kevin Steele handle it, just trying to have some kind of continuity with pieces that you already have in place instead of bringing a new guy in. But Danny White clearly made it obvious that his priority was to bring a new head coach in. He said he would talk to Kevin Steele and see where they stood, but you got the feeling after hearing his press conference that his focus was on bringing in a coach. Now, he brings in Josh Heupel, and Josh Heupel took over UCF after UCF went 12-0. The thing is when the 3 years he spent at UCF, they were kind of trending down. If Josh Heupel was stock, he would be stock that you'd think about selling. And Danny White had a chance to get out of that deal, but he brings them right back to Tennessee, and Tennessee probably facing limited scholarships, a bowl ban. It's going to be challenging for him. So he's bringing them in not only to that type of situation, but the toughest conference in football. So now he's right back hand in hand with Josh Heupel. And I'm just curious to see where it would go and trying to understand what Danny White's long game in this was. I thought going after a guy like Chris Peterson next year would have been a great move. Give him some time after retirement to realize that he wants to get back into coaching and come to a school that's kind of a sleeping giant, because Tennessee, if they were to ever get things rolling, we know what they can do. They can recruit well, and they've won a national championship not too far in the past, but I would still say that that's a very good job to take. But now you're bringing in a coach who's young, and the excuses are already in place for him. It's like, well, yeah, Tennessee's going through sanctions, so if there are struggles, that's what is going to be used. And I just think that Josh Heupel is probably the long-term plan versus a short-term plan. Now, if that wasn't the case, if he was just coming in for a year or whatever, I would get that. But I mean, that's kind of a bad deal for Josh Heupel, because you can't go to Tennessee thinking that you're going to win right away. I think it's more so that Danny White just really has faith and thinks that Josh Heupel is a very good coach. Maybe he is, but like I said, the last 3 years would maybe lead you to believe otherwise, since UCF has only gotten worse. And it hasn't been that bad, don't get me wrong at all. I mean, they're still a pretty good team, but they've been going down. Every year that he's been there, they've lost more and more games. And now he walks into this position. So if you're a Tennessee fan, I would like to get your take. How do you feel about this? Are you optimistic, or are you just kind of like, well, I mean, it's going to be bad either way, so what other choice do you have? Please leave a comment down there. Let me know. Like I said, give me a thumbs up, give me a like, hit the subscribe button, and I'll talk to you guys later.